Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. I would like to welcome all the faculty members at Northern Border University. In this tutorial, we will discuss how to create an exam and make it available for your students. This will be a basic training guide and we will show you the basic options of how to create an exam. This tutorial will be used for making a trial deployment of examination during the virtual class sessions. Okay, so let us go ahead, log into your Blackboard account. If you are an English speaker, change your language interface from Arabic to English. Log in with your credentials. Remove the first, if you have an Iqama ID or national ID, remove the first digit of your Iqama ID or the national ID. That will be your username. Remember, your username will be without the first digit of your Iqama ID or national ID. So I log into my Blackboard account, I go to courses where I would like to create an examination, and this will be just a testing part to make sure that how the examinations will go online with the students during the virtual trainings. So I'll select this course. You can select any course from your course list. This is just going to be a mock test or a quiz type of examination. So now you have on your left hand side the entire white background side panel, which is called as course menu, where you will have an option with the name test. Click on this tool with the name test, then the new window opens. In this window you have a choice or tab called build content. This is the part where you will deal with content or attaching your course materials. And if you come here, you will have something called assessments, and this is the part which deal with your quiz, mock test or exams. So since this is a basic tutorial, I'll just give you or go through with the basic steps you need to follow and remember. So you have to go to the first thing, you need to go to test and then go to assessment. Because you are creating a test, you need to click on test again. Once you click on test, it will ask you, is this a new test? Because this is the first time you are doing, click on create. Once you click on create, write the name of the test. For me, it's mock test. I want to see how this test will go on live during the virtual sessions with my students. If you would like to write down any description, you can write here, but it's not mandatory to write. Scroll down your screen, write down these instructions if required, or by default the system will create its own instruction depending on the settings what you have chosen here. So the only thing you need to remember that you need to write down the test type, that's it, and then click on submit. Once you click on submit, it will give you three choices. One is create question, second one reuse question, third one upload question. We will talk about uploading question in the next tutorial, where I will give you a new session which will be an intermediate session for uploading question from Excel sheet. Then reuse question, this will be an advanced training for you for creating your final exams. So since now we are talking only about mock test or quizzes, it could be an open quiz or an open mock test. So I'll go here and come here and click on create question. When you create question, you will have 20 different types of questions, almost question types. Choose the question type which suits your requirement. In most of the situation at Northern Border University, a lot of faculty members use the question type as multiple choice or true or false. Let me choose multiple choice for you. I'll click on multiple choice and I'll write the first question as, if you see the star icon here, this means you have to write something, and this box cannot be left blank. So I'll write the first question here. How do you feel about the new virtual class system at NVU? So this is the first question. I have just entered it or typed it in the text editor. Then you see the first choice, answering number. How do you want this multiple choices to be appear to the student? You want it to be Arabic numbers, You want it to be a Roman number, upper letter ABC, or lowercase? For me, I would like to keep it with uppercase. Okay, so I've selected ABC. Now, how would you like your choices to appear to the student? Your student have these choices ABC in vertical direction or in horizontal direction. Let me keep in vertical, and then you will see a choice, show answers in random order. What do you mean by this? If I select this checkbox, if this question appears to two different students, for the first student, if the choice appears A, then for student 2, the same choice appears in B. So that means even the answers gets randomized, or you could say the answers get shuffles up between each other. If you have four choices, the first choice will become second for student 2, and the second choice will become third for student 3, and third choice will become 4 for student 4. So this is how all your answer choices will be randomized. A number of answers, how many choices you would like to give it to your student for one question or for each question? For me, I would like to go with 3 choices, and if you see, there are only, the minimum limit is 4, you cannot go with 3. So how to do that? It's very simple. Remove one of the choice, click on remove here. Out of 4 choices, now 3 will be left. You see this number 3. So now the first choice, which is answer A, the second choice answer B, third choice answer C. So once you do it, let me give you a choice. I'll write the first choice as, make sure you scroll it and take the scroll bar to the topmost position. I'll write the first choice as good for choice A. For choice B, again I'll take the cursor to the top position. I'll say normal, and the last choice is very good. By default, if you observe, the first choice is corrected, which says that this is the correct answer. But to this question, the correct answer is the last choice, which is C. So now this is the feedback part, but we recommend you that do not enter any feedback. Just, this is a mock test. Let us make a trial and see what are the errors we'll face. And then scroll down your screen, nothing to do any more settings. Just click on submit and create another question. If you would like to create a similar question type like multiple choices, you will click on submit and create another. If you would like to create a new question from beginning, you will just click submit and create a new question from beginning. I'll show both the things. First, I'll show you what happens when you click on submit and create another one. Once I click on submit and create another one, the same question type appears in front of me. It will ask you what is the question. I'll write up the question here. What is my question is, Blackboard, I'm sorry, okay, Blackboard is the best system to use for virtual classes. Do you agree? This is my second question. Again, answering number. If you remember, I have chosen uppercase letters as ABC, and then answering orientation, how your answer choices to be appear to your student. It should be in a vertical direction or it should be in a horizontal. For me, I prefer vertical. Show answers in random order. Even the answer choices gets randomized. If you remember, we had 3 choices in the last question, first question, and for that you need to remove the first choice. Click on remove. The choice gets removed, and by default you will be left with 3 choices. You see 3 choices here. Here the first choice I write I don't agree. The second choice, still confused. The third choice, I fully agree. Suppose this is the correct choice. By default, if you remember, first choice will be selected always for every new question. I change the first choice and make it the last one, and I don't have to make any more things. If you would like to create a new question, that is third question for the same question type, click submit and create another one. So I prefer to submit directly, and let us create new another three more questions. Let this mock test consist of 5 questions. I have created 2 questions, and let me have another 3 questions with true or false type. You can even change the position of your question. This is the second question. You want to drag it and change its position and keep it something else. So this becomes 1 and this becomes 2. So now I want the third question to be true or false category. I click on plus sign, select the question type from list of question types. For me, I select true or false. Okay, I got it. Then once you have selected true or false, type the question text here. What will be my question text? Virtual classes are always helpful and can replace the face-to-face trainings. So this is my statement, and again you have answer orientation, vertical or horizontal. Let me make it as vertical, and then the first choice is true. Let me read the question. Virtual classes are always helpful and can replace the face-to-face trainings. No, it's false. Okay, for me it's false, and that's it. You create, submit and create another one. If you would like to create the similar question like that of true or false, you click on submit and create another one. If you would like to create a new question with the question type multiple choice, you just click on submit and then go back to the question page and click on plus sign. So for me, I would like to create just true or false session. I click on submit and create another one. So the new session will be for the next question, which says Northern Border University performance in virtual class sessions is increasing dramatically. To me, if this is again answer orientation, vertical or horizontal, how do you want? So for example, this is vertical, true at the first level, false at the second level. So this is a vertical direction. So let me say that okay, it's true, and then simply click on submit and create another one. And this will be last question for this training tutorial, which is the basic training, and the last training session is all the tutorials in English language are very helpful to us, are very helpful to all the faculty members. I believe it's true, and let the choice by default be true, and then click submit. Now you see the first question true or false, the second question again true or false, the third true or false, fourth one is multiple choice, fifth one is multiple choice. By default, the system takes the points or grades for each question as 10. Let me change it. I don't want it to be a 10, I want it to be 2. Let me do it again. I want it to be 2, and then do the same thing for each question. I repeat, this is only for mock test. I'm sorry, it's taking time. And then click on submit, and then do the same process for all your questions. So this is just a basic training tutorial for creating mock tests and open quizzes for students. Do not consider this training to be useful for conducting your final exams, because conducting your final exams will have a different training session, which is for intermediate level as well as for the advanced level. Because you are not aware of how to create an exam, so this has been given as a tutorial to you with the basic understanding that how the examinations can be created on Blackboard. And once you assign grades or points to each question, scroll down to the last part of the page. On the bottom right side of the screen, you see OK. Click on OK because you are done with the questions and answering and some basic settings and assigning the grades to each question. So click on OK once you are completed. Once you click on OK, you will see that the mock test which you have created, which is the title of this test, will appear in this. So just select this mock test, the part which you have created just now, and then click on submit. It's very simple. You are not doing anything, just going in a synchronized direction that you will click on next, 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 next for every part. Click on mock test, and then this is very important part to remember. This part will be useful for you and helpful for you even in your advanced level of Blackboard examination conducting training, as well as the intermediate level. And also, whenever whatever exam you are going to conduct in university, this part is always useful for you. Without this part, you cannot make anything on Blackboard examination or online examination, you could say. So now this is the setting part where you want your test in a new window. I don't want my test in the new window, I want my test to be appeared on the same window. So see, remember, the choices what I'm choosing now, you must always choose the same choices because these are the most recommended choices. Now the test availability to students. Yes, make the test available to your students. Add an announcement for this test. Yes, add an announcement. By default, the system will generate an announcement and your students will receive it. What do you mean by multiple attempts? Multiple attempts means that if a student finishes his exam and he see that he has got only, out of 10 points, he has got only 5 points, he can go for attempt 2. But do remember, if you want to assign multiple attempts to your student, you can do it only during mock test or open quizzes. However, with regards to your final exams, we always keep this box unchecked. Now, there is an option. There is another checkbox called force completion. Very important you use it. Why? If you select force completion, every student who joins the examination in the same setting, he has to complete it. Without completion of the examination, he cannot leave the exam. Even he is not present inside the university. If he is taking the exam from home, he has to complete the session the moment he signs into the examination session. And then click on set timer. The timer, mostly the faculty member here use 60 minutes or 120 minutes, but this is just a tutorial, so I will use 5 minutes for 5 questions. And select auto submit because in most of the cases we have seen students do not submit the exam. Simply they finish the exam, hand over and leave the system or hand over the iPad to the engineer. So here make sure you select auto submit. So system will submit on behalf of the student if the student forgets to submit his examination. And then scroll down, you have display after and display until. Very important part of Blackboard examination settings. Select this part if you would like to schedule an exam for tomorrow's date or any other date. Go to calendar, change the date to 17. For example, I have this examination on 17th of March. And then change the time as well. Select the time to be from 10 to 11 in the morning or 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. Make sure you select this box as well. Please make sure you select this box. And then change the date here as well, 17th of March. And select the time to be 11:30. Let this session be for 1 hour. Scroll down, select the box which says password. And then type the password for this examination. For me, I choose the password as 123456. Okay, and since these exams will go on live and these exams will be online, so the students will not come here inside the university to take the exams. So do not select these choices. These choices must be selected only if the student is taking the examination inside the NBU campus. So make sure you don't select anything and keep it no restrictions. Scroll down your screen a little bit and you will find show test results and feedback to the student. By default this box will be checked. Make sure you uncheck this box. Again, make sure you uncheck this box. Scroll down and you have test presentation choices where you will be asked that do you want to present all the question in one screen to the student. That means you have 5 questions in this exam, all the 5 questions will appear to the student on the same screen, or you want only one question to be appear to the student. This is a combination of this. For example, if you make the student see only one question at one screen and select prohibit backtracking, he cannot, after he finish the question, he want to go back to the first question, he cannot go back. You say it, he cannot go back to the previous question. So basically we don't do this at this point of time. As I told you, this is just the basic tutorial. I keep all the question at once. And make sure, always remember, never ever forget to check this box. You have to check this box to randomize the questions and then click submit. Once you click submit, you will see the mock test becomes available. And remember, where did we create this test? We have created this test inside this test module. Why? Because any of your student who have test for your course, for sure he will go inside your course and see where is this test module. You will click on this test and on the right hand side you will have this test icon. If you see, it's grayed out. What do you mean by grayed out? Because this item is not available for the student. There is a message item is hidden from student. It will be available after March 17, 2020 at 10:30 a.m. Why? If you remember, we have scheduled this on a later date, that is tomorrow's date. Now, if you would like to make settings, changes to your exam as well as to your exam settings, how to do that? Very simple. Go to test. You have the exam available here. Go to drop down menu. Once you go to drop down menu, you have edit the test options, which you can change it at any point of time. The first one, edit the test itself. So let me show you what you mean by edit the test itself. Click on edit the test and you can add more question, or you can customize this question. How to customize? Click on this drop down menu, click on edit. The moment you click on edit, scroll down, you have the question here. Change the question, customize it according to your requirement, and then click on submit. That's it. So this is how you modify your question which is already available inside your test. But make sure you don't do this once the test gets deployed and students have already taken the attempts on your test, because after the student makes attempts to the test, you make changes on the test, the student grades will also be changed. So make sure anything you do it before the examination. So this is what you will do. If this is where you will come when you go to test and click on the drop down menu and go to edit the test, you will simply able to change questions and customize them. But if you want to change the settings of the test, go to the test, edit the test options, scroll down, the first option which says open test in a new window. No, I want the test to be in the same window. Make available to student, yes. Multiple attempts, do not check this box. Force completion at set timer, always select this box and keep the minimum time difference here. And then select the date to which this session is scheduled. For me, let me schedule this session for now. Let it be 16th of March, and then give me a minute. I'll show you how this will 16th of March, and the time is PM. It's 1:49 AM. I'm sorry, it's AM. I'll select the current time to show you and how the test can be shown to your student. And let me finish this session at 1:55 AM. And the password can be changed again from 123456. I would like to make it to 321, and simply scroll down. You remember that you have selected randomized question and click submit. So this is how you will make changes and make the test available for this time to the current time. And how the test appear to the student, how do you see that? You don't have a user student account, but still you want to make a test using a student account. It's very simple. Go to this eye icon on the top side which says enter student preview mode. Click on it. So now once you click on it, the screen what you have in front of you will be the same screen presented to your student. So you are inside a student view mode. So go to the test as a student. You will have mock test. Click on the mock test. This is how the test appears to the student. Click on begin and write down the password for the exam. For me, I have chosen 321 if you remember, and click on submit. Okay, it worked. The password has worked. Now if you see, you have a timer which says 4 minutes 54 seconds and the countdown already started. Click on this question completion status to see what are the questions, how many questions you have. I have 5 questions. Let me go to 5th question and then select true. Then 4th question, select B for example, and then 3rd question, select C, and the first question at select true. If you see that each question is being grayed out, this means all these questions are being saved, and this question especially has not been done. So I will go to this question 2 and select false, and then all these questions are being saved. And now click on save and submit. Make sure you do not click on save and submit until you finish the exam, and then make confirmation okay you would like to submit this test. Now the test has been submitted. Scroll down, click on OK at the bottom right side of your screen, and then you see you have got 2 out of 10 points. That means only one of the question has been given grades. So this is how you will take the student exam using a student preview mode. Now I'd like to exit and come back to the faculty preview mode. So now I'm back to the faculty preview mode. And there is one important note to remember. While taking the mock test, make sure when you enter the student preview mode, you do not accidentally click on this lock icon. This means if you do that, your course becomes unavailable to your student, and whatever you do it on the course, nothing will be shown to your student. So make sure you never ever check this box. And if by mistake you turn off this session, which is called edit mode, then that means you are unable to upload any content. See, I don't see the content area, I don't see anything. So it's very simple that you always keep this edit mode on. If you don't keep the edit mode on, you will not be able to make any changes to the course. So this is all for today's session. In the next session I will make a new video tutorial where we will explain you that how you download grades for your mock test and how you're going to make settings inside the grade center. So I hope you enjoy the session and wish you all the best for taking mock tests inside the university while going live using the virtual class sessions. Thanks for watching this video. You have a great day. Assalamu alaikum.